Excuse me. Hi guys, I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I greet you and I bring glad tidings. The topic today is what men want from women. What men want from women. And you expect to see anything and everything. And I'm going to open up the lines for men and women. I'm going to start with women. What do women think men want? Let's start with that. What do women think men want? Let me start with Ada Blessing. What do women think men want? I'm going to take like 3 or 4 or 5 women and let's pick it up from there. Ada, how are you doing? Everybody. How are you doing? I know you want to be typing, you don't want to walk.
Yeah, because I just want to stay in the dark and just
put on your lights,
lay in bed and type.
What men want from women? If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen. Like I keep saying, like I keep saying, this is how to watch on TikTok.
I'm not responsible.
Pop my money guns, Daniela. Pop my money guns on TikTok. Double click the screen. Double click the screen. Oh yeah. Let's get 2K likes. Let's start with that. All right. So the topic is not about women. It's about men. So I'm just going to ask you very quickly what you think men want. Once you finish, you leave so the next woman can come.
Okay, now I can see that the freeze. Thank God for that.
All right, Ibiri, how are you doing? Let me start with you. What do you think men want from women? Wow, who just left? Ibiri?
Huh?
Ibiri, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay, hi.
Yes.
Daniela left apparently. So the question is, what Ada Blessing? I'm not going to take you for long. What do you think men want from women?
From all the things I've been hearing people say, particularly men, I think men are heavy on respect.
Okay.
And in quote, peace of mind that I think is relative. Yeah, because some of them, you ask them, what's this peace of mind that you actually want? They don't know. But they just hide under the umbrella of peace of mind. Some of them, they just want somebody that they will control. They want a puppet. That way, they will say you're giving them peace. Yeah. But I think men are just heavy on respect. And I'll just go with the general saying, peace. And I would have said fakafiki. But over time, I've seen people who are married to ladies who never say no to them when it comes to fakafiki, but they still have side chicks outside. So what exactly is this fakafiki that you want that your wife is not giving you? Me, I don't know. And some will say good food, but they still eat out. See, men are complicated beings.
Okay.
Men don't know what they want.
All right, Ibiri, what are your thoughts?
What do men want? Honestly, I don't know. I think in 2024, men want Men want other men. No, they do actually. They do. They want women that are like men. They want a woman that makes money and brings things to the table, and a woman that can provide, and a woman that can, Men actually want, and if you look at it, guys, they like their own guys, though. Like they like the company of guys more than the company of women. So really, they actually want other men, but they just want men that have puna, So yeah.
Okay. So that's the opinion of two separate women. Thank you guys so much. Let me bring another set of women. We're gonna start with the women.
Bye.
Bye guys. Men, calm down. I'll bring you in later. Let's start with women. Thank you so much, Ada and Ebire. Where are all the women now? Mark Ramis just popped a money gun. Keep those money guns coming. Pop those money guns. Pop those money guns if you're watching on TikTok. Pop those money guns if you're watching on TikTok. All the women don't run. I'm trying to invite more women so we can hear from them. Please try to keep the conversation very clean. I'm trying to see who. Okay, Daniela. Yeah. Let's hear Daniela's contribution on this topic. If you're watching on YouTube, super chat, super stickers, and super likes. Good evening, Daniela. Oh, yeah. Over to you. Daniela, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you, sir.
All right, so go ahead.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I think from the perspective of what you said earlier, different men with different wants, likewise women, right? I heard that said men are complicated. But I believe when there's a chemistry between you and your partner, you won't even remember what you even want from that person, actually. Because that chemistry you just find out that you just click. It could be fakafiki, it could be food, it could be both. And it could be none of them. It could be just your infectious character or smile or something. So I can't say this is what a man wants. Likewise, would like to say this is what a woman wants. I believe it's chemistry and stages in life. You've explained it earlier today. You talked about levels, right? So
yeah,
I believe that with levels, your taste would differ. When you meet different ladies at a different level of your life or at different stages of your life, that's why it seems a man will marry somebody that is pretty, tall, elegant, and yet they have side chicks. You'll be wondering what's wrong. The side chick will be wondering. Even the side chick level will not be as tasteful as the wife. And you're wondering what's wrong. It could be something missing, the fakafiki. It could be she doesn't have a good aura or vibes. It could be they're not really friends. So, life is not balanced. There.
Thank you
Life
so much.
Not balanced at all.
Mayor just gave me a Ferris wheel. Torpizzle, thank you so much, bro, for the holla. So life is not balanced according to my sister Daniela. She believes life is not balanced. Abi? And we have so many other people here. The problem is I can't see. I'm trying to invite all the women, but they don't. They're not. They're not coming. I can't seem to get them in. They want to watch. They don't want to talk. And we can. I cannot be the only one talking, because then it'll only be my perspective. So I want to have your perspectives too. I want to have more women in the house when I start talking. It would help. It will actually work a lot of wonders having women in the house to solidify the conversation. Abiuna, no see I'm like that.
Dear, can you see me? I actually can't see you
I
though.
can see you very clearly. Are you married,
Oh, okay.
Daniela? Let's have that conversation.
Am I what?
Are you married?
No.
Have you been married before?
Yes.
Why did your marriage end?
I would say I was quite young. I was young at 23, and at 27, I'm out of it.
You married
And
at 23. Why did you
I
marry?
didn't have it. Mm, I think at the time it was like everybody's getting married. Everybody's getting married at a very young age. Everybody wants to, I want to have my child and everything early. And also the Japa syndrome at the time, that what I would say was part of the reason. But it's, it was a different ball game when I got into the marriage. And I don't know. For some reason, we just grew apart. Because I think we came in with different reasons. And at the end of the day, we grew apart and we got separated. I moved back to Nigeria. And I got my divorce, I think 2 years after.
Why did you move back to Nigeria? Why didn't you continue living abroad?
At the time, my aunts, my late aunts, I had an aunt that passed, and I didn't really want to leave abroad since I had no one to stay with. So I had to come back home because I was rescued. Thank you. Can I have this? Thank you. So I didn't want to stay abroad and I don't have papers, I don't have documents, and I don't want to live there. I'm living illegally, I've been looking at my bag. And then UK, at any time, they'll come to the train station. You could be in a train or a bus, they just come bus you. I was like, no.
Are you serious? So there was a time when in UK they could bust you in a
This
bus.
was way back in 2007.
They could bust you in a bus.
Yeah, they'll wait at the train station or they come into the bus and ask you for your documents.
What if you don't have your documents on you in the bus?
They will get your information, they'll get your name, they'll get your address and stuff, they'll look it up, and then they will know if you're legally staying or not.
Wow. Kilo leto yeah. Waiting hard like that.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
I said, what made it hard? What made it so hard like that? That they will actually go through all this.
I don't know because at the time there was not so much. How would I put it now? It wasn't so bad right now. Then, all this systemic racism was there, and I think for some reason, especially there are some parts in London that they will stay actually. The part that I lived in, it was not like that. But at the same time, I go to those other parts and I wasn't feeling so safe. And so it was parts like Pavement, Woolwich, all those parts. They will just come at the train station, wait for you, come out, and then they'll ask you for your documents.
Somebody saying I should use my mic. The problem is the mic is not working. I bought 3 separate sets of mics and they are not working. Ada, please, can I have that your own? Sama, baby.
Please, hello.
How are you doing?
I saw you online. So I wanted to
Good.
ask you this same question I've been asking everyone. What do women want? Sorry, what do men want from women? In your opinion?
Okay, then when you say women, we have different classes of women.
No, what men want from women. That's what we're looking at. We're not looking for
what men want from
What do you
women.
think men want?
A lot of men will tell you they want respect, they want peace of mind, they want a supporter, they want but this thing is also applicable to what I was about to say in respect to women is also applicable to men. It depends on, there are different kinds of men. There are men and there are men. There are men, there are boys. There are men that want peace of mind, respect, someone to just be there, a shoulder to cry to. Okay? There are men that want women to show off. Just to show off. There are men that want women that behave like them. Okay? Like the Gen Zs. They will feel they find person where they follow them, they blow the thing. Those are the kind of women they want. But the real men, what they want is somebody who listens, which is very important. Somebody who is able to make meaningful suggestion. Somebody who knows when to keep quiet, because you can't be stressed out. You just came in from work or you have things going on in your mind, and a woman is not able to think, to know when to keep quiet, when to bring up a conversation, when to talk, and when to ask you what is going on in your mind. So these real men, they're looking for somebody who is able to listen, who is able to give that respect. Somebody who, even no matter how upset you are, you don't be yelling outside or screaming out there. Know when to express yourself in a good manner, in a good way. Okay? Someone who is able to stand in that gap as their mom. For those of them that have good moms. You know how the heart is full, the head is full. You just want to come home and rest it in somebody who understands. Somebody who is able to ask you, okay, Nam, I know you said this thing, we're going to take care of this. Okay, we're going to pray about this. How about you try this, try that? Can you just eat something right now and relax? When you relax and think very well, you'll be able to get a solution to this issue, this problem. Somebody who as well is respectful. So I would say the love, the support. The support can be in every form. Support is not necessarily financial. Support can be through suggestions. Support can be through peace at that time, knowing when to speak. There's a lot. I would say these are part of the things that men want.
These are part of the things, or these are the things that men want?
There are a lot. Like I said, a lot of people want different things. It depends on
individuals, okay.
But I would say some of these ones that always say a woman that will respect me, most of them are not even respectful. They just think respect me is by saying it with their mouth. They just tell you, I want a woman that will respect. You see those ones that will always tell you they want a woman that will respect them. Check them very. Those ones don't get she don't respect. They never respect you, they don't get.
I'm trying to get more women so that I cannot be like, we didn't hear from you women, oh. We didn't hear from you.
But you should be asking men what they want, and then
no. You see, why am I asking women is because women generally, you have an idea of what men want. You think that as a man, this now waiting go want. Do you get my logic?
really say as a man, this is waiting they want, because men, most of them don't even know what they want. And
That's
some of them,
another
it's only what they
perspective.
want that they can. They are the only ones that know what they want. There are some that they don't even know what they want, so you can't please those ones.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, good evening. Can we see your face, please?
I'm at work. I can't talk.
Let's
I'm
just
on a
hear
night
you then.
shift. Hi, everyone.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm at work. I can't talk.
All right then.
Respect
All
is
right
earned.
then.
It's not given. You don't say respect me. It's earned.
Daniela, what do you think? Do you agree with Samaria? What do you have to say about all the other callers?
I agree with Sama Baby because, like I said earlier, life is not balanced. Different folks, different folks, right? So some will tell you can't have it all. But then when you have 80% or 90% of what you want in a relationship, I think that should be enough, right? So by no most men would want benching, would want respect, and would also want a woman that will love them unconditionally.
A woman that
And
would
I
love
forgot
them.
to add this. There are also men out there that want women that will be able to stand for themselves. I think most men like women that will be able, you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
A woman that is able to, you know how they say, normally in the street we will say, make them not go do PTA meeting, you go there, go to talk, waiting, no day for good. A woman that should be able to stand for herself, even though a woman that her husband will hear, her boyfriend will hear what she did, you know that, well, if I'm not there, I trust what she's up to, what she's capable of doing. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Every man, to an extent, as well as women, to an extent, want a man, want a woman that should be able. But I think this also has to do with how you train that person. Find your own and train your own the way you want. You may have those qualities as a man, and the woman may have half of it, may not be 100%. So you have to help that person nurture and train that person that way, even when you are not there. Say person where you live or person where you say make she go, she fit represent.
She fit represent.
And that's what will help you to be able to hold a home, even when the man is not there. It comes with a lot. It's like a full package in one.
Sabio said, no man wants a nagging woman. What are your thoughts?
No woman wants a nagging man as well. It goes both ways. But of course, yeah, that's what I mean. How can somebody come back from work? Somebody is talking about a business. Somebody is trying to plan to see how he can get things moving. And here you are nagging. You don't even know when to bring up a conversation. Nobody wants that.
What do you define as a nagging man? Have you ever been with a nagging woman? Have you ever been with a nagging man before?
Sorry, ask your question again.
Have you ever been with a nagging man before?
Hey, Elvis, I've been with a man that talks more than a woman.
I talk more than a woman.
Not that I can talk, that it is. You sound be talking, he'll be clapping his hands like this. Hey, ooh, you can turn him back.
Where you they see those kind men from?
That the priest I run, so take my leg, now he touch my head. Hey, you can't run,
But waiting go make you and man they argue, so the man go they talk pass.
That's why I'm telling you that. Funny enough, that's why I say there are men who don't know when to stop. They don't know this. They don't know when to talk, when to stop. They don't even know when they are doing what women are expected to do. That's what I'm telling you. And then you, as a woman, will be like this watching, because I'm more of an observer when I'm upset. I won't say a word to you. But I'm the type. I can release one. If I release that one, I'll leave you to nag. So I saw a thing big past me. And I imagined like if it was a woman doing it. And to me, that's a turn off too. So men can nag, yes. Women nag too. There are women that nag. I know of a lady that usually nags, and her husband is not a nagging type. And at the point, she would nag and nag. When they got married newly, she would nag, and her husband is always there observing. And the man just suddenly started getting tired of the nag because he realized that she doesn't nag like him. He doesn't. She doesn't nag like him, But there are some. You get the kind nag. Good person go to nag and they give you a dick.
Let's, Daniela, what are your thoughts? I'm going to remove you guys in the next 3 minutes. I'm just picking your brains for now. What are your thoughts? Nagging men.
As for me, I think what I want from a man would be a man that is tolerant. And I'm sure a man also want a woman that is tolerant. And also, I would want a man that would respect and able to hold or defend me when I'm not there. So
why is that
if I'm
important
able to
to
do
you?
that for you, why can't you do the same for me?
Hold on. Why is that
Right?
important to you? Defending you when you are not there. Let's talk about that. Why is that important to you? Because I can see that it seems important to you.
Reason being that, when you're not somewhere and some people tend to panic or talk you down, and your man is there and is not able to defend you or to say anything to help you out. Or maybe his families are against you, the wife, and it also can't defend you. It's not going to work.
Okay.
It's not going to work.
Those are your thoughts. So it matters a lot to you when your man is able to defend you.
Yes.
What if you have a man who is good in everything else but just cannot defend you?
Well, it's one of it, and it has every other thing. Well, I'll just see or regard that as his flaws, right? At least you should be able to make up in something else. You should be able to make up in something else in the sense that you
now,
parts of
benching, how important is it to you? A man that can bench.
If you can't defend me,
a man that can bench, how important is that to you? A man that can bench, how important is that to you?
Sorry, Daddy Freeze, you have a message there. Someone sent you a message there.
Daddy Freeze.
Say hello, boss.
Daddy Freeze, I hope say buy direct from USA paid for
Not
this
that
advert.
one.
Always. I'm their brand ambassador. Buy direct from USA.com. Thank you for reminding me. Buy direct from USA.com. Anything you need from the USA directly to your doorstep. Buy direct from USA.com. Anything you need from the USA. Cars, phones, watches, clothes, any and everything you need from the USA directly to your doorstep. Thank you very much, John. Is that the message you were asking, Samaria?
No, he said something about pastor in Ipoma.
Yes, the guy has been in my case since about one pastor we do something with one underage person. Baba, send me this thing by DM now. You know if they type out for my life, they distract us. I want to hear everything women have to say. Then I'm going to come out and tell you what my own thoughts are on the subject matter.
Yes, please.
Why will a man not defend the integrity of his wife or women? My voice travels slowly. I'm not sure it's the mic. I think it's Instagram.
Thank you. I clicked on other advice. Yeah.
Okay. Samaria, anything else you want to add? Ladies, Daniela, anything you want to add? I was asking you how much...
I answered your question, but I didn't answer what I expect or what we want from a man.
No, I want to ask you a question. As a woman, how important do you think benching is to your relationship?
Very important.
It's a thing of the heart that it strengthens the heart. It strengthens the intimacy.
Very important.
The relationships. So
who is saying very, very important? Is that you, Daniela?
The percent?
Yes. How important is it? Can you be with a man that cannot bench?
100%.
Can you be with a man that cannot bench?
It depends on what you mean that by cannot.
Okay.
Can you be with a man with a small baller horn?
It is that the thing does not work.
A man with a small baller horn. Small bola hon.
It's not about the size though. It's about knowing what you're able to do with it. It's not about the size. It's not about the Kenya.
All right, guys. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much, ladies. Let me now talk. And then maybe bring. I said that's all. I just wanted to ask you, ladies, some questions. Let me now talk. And then when I'm done, I'll bring in a man or two. Thank you very much.
And that's for heavens.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ladies. Bye.
Bye.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
All right, bye. Bye, baby. Sama Jr. All right, so we have all heard what women think men want. Now, let me tell you what men want. All the women were right in one or two aspects. The first thing is, I'm bringing you Ikechuku. Men do not want the same thing. A man that likes football and a man that does not like football do not want the same thing from their wives. I've met men who say they want their wives to bench them every day. If their wife open their leg, whether she dey sleep or not, they go just do their own go. And I've met men who say if the wife is not taking part, they don't want. So if she can only do twice a week and take part, it's better for them than the ones that we do every day and just open leg. Two different men wanting two different things. Some men are big on respect. Some are big on companionship. A local village man wants a woman that will listen to him and wants children that will listen to him. Some men are control freaks. Most African men are control freaks. Some men want a trophy wife. That's why you see the likes of Ned Nwoko, who are elderly billionaires, marrying a beautiful 20-year-old, 25-year-old virgin. A beautiful wife they can show off. Some men want women that are great achievers. Some men want women that are great cooks. A lady was just announced MD of Zenith Bank, Adora. Do you really think she has time to cook for her husband? Do you really think that that lady that is MD of a bank as big as Zenith Bank will have time to cook for her husband? Even if she has time to cook for her husband, will it be every day? Some men want companions. Some men want achievers. Let me tell you something. The problem is, let's use cars to define this analogy. You have a Jeep. It can pass any road, like the latest Hilux. It can pass, there's no road, no flawed Hilux will pass. But then it is not safe at speed because of the high ground clearance. And the V6 is also going to be, it's not going to be too fuel efficient. Then you have the Corolla. rugged, small, um, fuel efficient, parts are easy to attain. Mayor, thank you for popping my money gun. Make some noise for Mayor. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen, pop my money gun. Then you have a Mercedes S-Class. It's comfortable, it's luxurious, it's not fuel efficient, it's not affordable to run. And then you have the Ferrari. It's eye-catching. You go somewhere in a Ferrari, not only you they go see, like everybody else waka come. You cannot drive it on the day it's raining, let alone flood. So each one has its advantage. The Ferrari is the eye catcher. You drive it somewhere, whoa. The Hilux is the achiever. Throw any road, it will achieve. But it needs a lot of fuel to achieve that. The Mercedes is the one that will give you comfort. But Mercedes too, whether if it's raining, you cannot. Hilux and Corolla, any rain, they will enter. Any flood, Hilux will enter. Minor flood, Corolla will enter. Smallest flood like this, Mercedes will not enter. Ordinary rain, park the Ferrari at home. The problem with you women or you men is, in your mind, you want a Ferrari. Let's pick a woman and use her to do Ferrari. Regina Daniels. But you want her to be able to hustle like a Hilux and be affordable like a Corolla. Is not possible. It is not possible. The day it is raining, she can't be useful. You can't drive her every day. So the problem is, instead of you settling for what is available, you try to make what is available into everything. So you have a woman cooking and maintaining a house is one thing. Being an achiever like Adora is another one thing. Then being glamorous and beautiful is another one thing. Being a trophy wife is another. If you see Adora, she's very beautiful. But do you think she has the time to be a trophy wife? Regina Daniels, on the other hand, 9 out of 10 places where Ned needs her to be, she's going to be there 9 over 10. Adora will probably be there 2 over 10 because she has to be at her own places 10 over 10 as MD. Am I making sense to you? So, you want a woman that can cook. You want a woman that is an achiever. You want a woman that is beautiful enough for you to show off like a Ferrari. My question is, where are you going to get that woman that can do all those things? Because something's got to give. I don't know which rapper was saying. He said, when you are chasing money, you are losing. Kanye. He said, when you are chasing women, you are losing money. When you are chasing money, you are losing women. Either one of them. So something's got to give. You can never rise to the pinnacle of your career if you are cooking moi moi in the evening today. Tomorrow, you are making begiri. Next tomorrow, you are shifting pap to make ogi. You can never become MD of Zenith Bank. If you are hopping from one party to the other, one club to the other, they are showing you off that you are so beautiful. You cannot be MD of Zenith Bank. At that level where they are, they probably cannot join you to watch a series because they are busy from phone call to phone call, meeting to meeting, client to client. Some of these MDs at that level, they have 3 PAs. Only one person get 3 PAs. That you think they can come home and cook for you. Of course, they can come and quickly, hey, boil rice, put stew, oh, yeah, let's eat. But that they will sit down and cook the food to perfection, it can be done. So men, some of you are looking for what does not exist in women. A woman who is an MD of Zenith Bank is top of her career. That's what you call an apex predator. Chuku Ikena, thank you for sending me $3. Apex predator is the medical equivalent of a cardiovascular surgeon. The legal equivalent of Michael Jackson's lawyer. The musical equivalent of Wizkid. The fact that your wife is a doctor does not mean she's apex predator. She just has a good career. Or your wife is an engineer. It just means your wife has a good career. If your wife is minister of health, that's top of career. Head of civil service, that's top of head of a bank as big as Zenith. That is an apex predator. 99.9% of men are never going to know what it is like to be married to or even date an apex predator. And when you do, you're going to have to take the back seat. Or there'll be trouble in that marriage. When you want to marry a woman like Adora, just know that your career is going to take a back seat. She is the Lewis Hamilton. So you're going to have to take a back seat. You are married to a woman. Chukuma Ikena, Chuku Ikena, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Just send $30. Your career has to take the back seat. You can't have two people as apex predators in a marriage. The children will suffer. They will have everything they need. I remember growing up in Ibadan, and the father was a minister, the mother was head of a bank. The girl lost her virginity before she was 15. One guy, they tell me about the girl, say, in begin daytime when she was 15, and she don't lost the virginity since. The children will suffer. One person has to take the reserve bench. And sometimes it might be you. So all of you men, I want an achieving woman. I want an achieving woman. Can you handle an achieving woman? An achieving woman is a Ferrari. Can you handle it? Normal Toyota Corolla, if you want bleed the engine oil, you just remove the plug, the drain plug, all the oil will come down. Ferrari, you have to lift it up, and it has 8 different drain pumps, drain plugs. You will drain the oil from 8 places. That's just oil change. I was watching one guy on Instagram talking about how to change the Kickstarter of a Bentley. The whole engine has to come down. They have to drop the whole engine to be able to change Kickstarter. So I want my wife to be an achiever. You are at home with your wife. Your wife is not an achiever, and you are putting pressure on her. Do you know what will suffer if your wife decides to be an achiever? Can you handle it? So the reason why many marriages are not working is because men don't know what they want. You want to drive Ferrari on a Corolla budget, and you want to use the Ferrari like the Corolla. It can never work. Repeat after me. It can never work. There are some men who like to bench every day. There are some men who don't want to bench every day, but want different women. There are some men that can. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine. He say never touch his wife for 10 years. See, he just sees her as his friend, his companion. He doesn't find her attractive anymore. Some men want women, they want one woman that will service them every day. Some men want different women to service them once a week. Maybe Ada this week, Ibiri next week, Gambia upper week, Daniela Makun and Ada upper week. They don't want it every day. They just want different things. Hello? When you want a woman that can be your companion and you can bench regularly and will cook for you, comot your eye for apex predator. She can be a doctor, but she will not get to the peak of her career. You need to make your choice. A woman that is at the peak of her career cannot cook for you every day. You'll be lucky if she can cook for you once a year, Seth. So the question, men, is you need to pick your careers and pick your women properly. I want Ikechukwu to end this. I'm done now, so I'm going to bring Kills. I hope he's still available. And he's just going to talk for the next 10 minutes or I end it here. Someone say you can have all you want, demand for it. I don't agree. I don't agree. You cannot have all you want. It is impossible. You cannot have a Corolla that is as beautiful as a Ferrari, as fast as a Ferrari, and will have as much attention as a Ferrari. It is not possible. And you cannot have a Ferrari as versatile and useful and daily driven and affordable and fuel efficient as a Corolla. At a point, something's got to give. And the question is, what is going to give? Ikechukwu is no longer here. Oh, let me call him. Him don't they here. Shout. But meanwhile, I needed to talk to. Make I call him. Too many people are not listening to the topic because they get within them defined. I'm calling Kills. It's not picking up. So I think that's where I'm going to end the conversation. To each his own. Okay. Is he here? To each his own. Every man wants something different from his woman. I say this, me person like me, we no like football, and person we like football, we are looking for two different things. Person like me, we like to chill with a woman, and person we want a woman to achieve the world, they are looking for two different things. Those are my thoughts. When you are picking a woman, because you are going to choose a woman and a woman is going to choose you, ask yourself in all honesty. Someone said, don't you think that with a better time management, an apex predator can still be a good wife and cook from time to time? A good wife doesn't have to cook. I don't know why you want to insert cooking with good wife. You marry the MD of a bank. Why are you bringing cooking? As MD of a bank, she's going to fly private jet. You are going to enjoy the private jet life. You and your kids are going to have the best medicals in the world. And you are talking about cooking. As in, how do people conjure these things in your minds? It's like, imagine a woman being the MD of an oil company like Mobil or Total. Cook. Unless it's her hobby and she loves to cook. Even then, she cannot cook every day. Do you know that these oil companies, you are bank MD, the bank will hire you chef. Waiting the top. The bank will hire, forget it, at that level, you have everything you want. Some of these MDs have dedicated hotel suites. As in, there is a room in a 5-star hotel available at. And I'm tired. I don't want to work from home today. There's a room for you. All you need to do is just ask. As MD, you're not going to pay for it. As in, I'm telling you, a suite in a 5-star hotel is always available at the beck and call. If you're an MD of Total, Chevron, what's the other one called? Mobile, Zenith Bank. You see, that's what I was trying to tell you the other time. You are thinking like a poor man. When you think like a poor man, poor things make sense to you. It is not going to cross their mind because they have deliverables. My mother is vice chancellor of a university. My mother is out of the house by 8 a.m. and is not back to the house till 1 a.m. in the night. Where does she want to sit down and start turning her for? How? Somebody say if she knows sabi cook, waiting come be woman inside her. Say they see poor man, they talk with poor sense. Person be MD of one whole bank. They direct the affairs of a whole bank. They collect shares of that bank at the end of every year. And what is in your mind is how they will turn your beans. Poverty, reject it. Oh yeah, start to pray now. I reject poverty in my life. I reject poverty in my life. Father, erase every poverty from my brain. Erase every poverty from my brain. She doesn't need to learn how to cook. You need to learn that a woman is not to be judged by the ability to cook. Poverty brain. Wash that poverty out of your brain. You see someone at the pinnacle of her career, it is how to come and turn pap for you in the morning. But I'm not saying there's anything wrong with a woman that wants to cook. Just know that your woman that wants to cook, now civil service work she go do last. Forget cooking, benching, raising children. Do you know what it takes to raise a child? How many women do you think can sit down with their children and do homework and get to the peak of their career? You like to cook, why don't you cook for her? I was telling a story the other day of a couple. The wife was not MD of the bank, but was a director in a bank. Was one of those directors that go to work, was very high up there. Her salary was like 22 million a month that time. I don't know how much it is now. But she was earning like 22 million a month. The husband was also working and hustling. He was earning almost $1 million a month. He too had a good job, but not on his wife's level. So they both leave the house in the morning, they come back late at night. They leave the house in the morning, come back late at night, the two of them hustling, trying to make ends meet. So it was the husband that first reached out to me and said, Daddy Freeze, what do you advise I do? Me and my wife don't get to spend time together. We don't get to spend time with the kids. I'm like, she's earning 22 mil. You are earning 800K. Don't you think you should have a conversation with her and say, my darling, can you give me what I'm earning as my salary every month? Let me quit my job, stay at home and watch over the affairs of the house. I suggested it to him. The guy said, he was thinking about it too. Okay, no problem. He had the conversation with the wife. The wife said, no problem, I'll give you $1 million a month. He asked for 800K, which was his salary. The wife said, no problem, I'll give you 1 million every month. So the guy sits at home, wakes up in the morning, drives his wife. The wife had escort car. The escort car will be in front, he'll be driving his wife so they can gist. Drives her to work, makes her lunch, goes to pick the children, does homework with the children, goes to the gym to work out, come back home in time to pick his wife, goes to watch football. So he was living a relaxed life, and there was no longer tension in the marriage because he was available for his wife. That went on for about 3 years until one day the wife's mother asked the wife, I think this guy doesn't have, Shaggy Twin does not have sense. Let me rapture him. There was no disrespect, because the wife knew what they suffered for 5 years before they made that choice. There was no disrespect until the wife's mother came, and the wife's mother started asking the man, when are you going to get a job again? Are you not going to provide? Then the wife's mother also mentioned it to the wife. When is your husband going to get a job again? The wife now reached out to me and said, this is what's happening, this was happening, this was happening. I told the wife, I said, you have a very stupid mother. Insult me if you want, but I will tell you the truth. Your mother is very stupid and wicked. Tell her to go and get a job. Tell your mother to go and find work. Say, my mother is 65 years old. I said they are 65. My mother is almost 70. She still works. Go and get a job. Don't destroy the dynamics of a beautiful family. The rest of us, we're going to continue tomorrow. Take care and God bless you. Good night.